ratio, proportion, and rates. All right, so let's take the first example. The first example says 9 men paint in 21 days. 9 men paint in 21 days. How long will it take one man? The easiest way to know how correct what you're doing is find out how long it will take one person. One person, it will take him 21 times 9 days. One man will paint it in in 21 times 9 days. And the question says we should find how long it will take 7 men. So 7 men, we have 21 times 9 divided by 7. 7 here 1, here 3. So eventually we have 27 days. A second example. A motorist reaches his destination in 3 hours 5 minutes. This is A. B. He reaches his destination in 3 hours 15 minutes by driving at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour. At what average speed would he have to travel if he wanted to take his journey to 3 hours? Let's do this one together. A driver at 60 kilometers per hour. At 60 kilometers per hour, he will travel 3 hours 15 minutes. One 90 minutes require a speed 3 hours. If you convert 3 hours and 15 minutes to all minutes, 60 minutes make 1 hour. So this one is like saying 3 times 60 minutes. And you add that to 15, you have 195. So you have 195 minutes journey. 195 minutes of a journey require 60 kilometers per hour. If somebody will achieve the same thing in the same journey that took someone 195 minutes to run or to accomplish, if he wants to get that in 1 minute, that means he wants to use the fastest jets in the world, he will need the speed of 195 times 60. He will have to travel at this speed. That's 1 minute. The question now says, what if the person who took 3 hours 15 minutes to travel on a journey and he was using 60 kilometers per hour, if that person wants to travel the same journey at 3 hours, not 3 hours 15 minutes, if he wants to travel at 3 hours exactly, how much speed will he be traveling at? Now we now convert that one to 180 minutes. 180 minutes of journey will require 195 times 60 divided by 180 kilometers per hour. 195 times 60, and this will give you 65 kilometers per hour. If somebody get to a place in 3 hours time, what took another person 15 minutes, if must be traveling. He must be traveling at 65 kilometers per hour. The person that got there in 3 hours 15 minutes was traveling at 60 kilometers per hour. What we did was to rearrange it. If someone is traveling at 60 kilometers per hour, he will get to where he is going in 3 hours 15 minutes. We said, okay, 195 minutes of journey requires 60 kilometers per hour. What is the kind of speed someone needs to assume to travel that same journey in 1 minute? We said it will be 195 times 60 kilometers per hour. Then the actual question is, if somebody wants to achieve a journey in 3 hours, which is 180 minutes, what kind of speed will he have to maintain? And we said he will achieve that, or we will be able to realize that by saying 195 times 60 divided by 180. And when we calculated it, we got 65 kilometers per hour. 65 kilometers per hour. Then let's take alright, the third example. The ages of a mother and a daughter are in the ratio 8 to 3. A mother and a daughter. The ratio of their ages is ratio 8 to 3. The ratio of the age of the mother to that of the daughter is 8 to 3. If the daughter's age now is 12, the daughter equals to 12 years old, what will be the ratio of their ages in 4 years' time? Their present ratio is ratio 8 to 3, and the daughter is 12 years old. What will be the new ratio? What will be the new ratio? What will be the new ratio in 4 years' time? What will be the new ratio in 4 years' time? Alright? Let the mother's age be M years. M years. Let the daughter's age equals 12, because we've been told 12 years. They said currently the age of the daughter is 12. It therefore means that if you divide the age of the mother by the age of the daughter, which is 12, the ratio you will get is 8 over 3. The ratio you will get is 8 over 3. Then you can get the value of M, which is the age of the mother. Alright, so if you cross multiply, you have 3m equals to 8 times 12. 3 goes this way, 12 goes this way. That's the meaning of cross multiplication. Then you make m subject to the formula by divide through by 3, the second line. So you have 3m over 3 equals to 8 times 12 over 3. 3 cancel 3. 3 here 1, here 4. So the age of the mother is 32 years. 32 years. Okay? Now that we know the age of the mother as 32 years, what will be the ratio of the ages of this mother and the daughter in 4 years' time? In 4 years' time, how do we achieve this? In 4 years' time, 4 years' time, the mother will be 32 plus 4, and that's 36. The daughter will be 12 plus 4, which is 16. Then the new ratio equals to 36 over 16. And if you're like me, you know the factor that will go in 36 and 16. You'll agree with me, 4 will go in 16 4 times, 4 will go in 36, 9. So the new ratio will be 9 over 4. 4 years ago, it was 8 over 3. In 4 years' time, currently it's 8 over 3, or 8 ratio 3, or 9 ratio 4. 8 ratio 3, currently in 4 years' time, the new ratio will be 9 ratio 4. And that is that about ratio. Now let's quickly take the last one, and then we'll move on to the second section in the syllabus of mathematics. Second section. All right. Still under ratio, proportion, and rates. In a school of number of girls, the number of girls exceed the number of boys by 15%. Number of boys is exceeded by the number of girls by 15%. Find the ratio of the number of boys to girls. Let the number of boys equals to X. Number of girls equals to Y. And we're told that the number of the girls exceed, in other words, is more. The number of girls is more than that of the boys by 15%. To do that, what you do is you treat this one like the selling price, treat this one like the cost price. We're told that Y minus X over X times 100 over 1 is equal to 15%. That is the interpretation of that statement. Let me read it to you so that you can try to figure it out yourself. It says, in a school, the number of girls exceed the number of boys. The number of girls, Y, exceed the number of boys, X, by 15%. Of course, you know that is giving you an idea of like a selling price or a cost price. Now, if that situation presents itself, you write it in this format, where you have Y minus X divided by X times 100 over 1 equals to 15. And when that kind of situation presents itself, you will try to find how to handle it. Then I told that find the ratio of the boys, find the ratio of the number of the boys to girls. Find the ratio of the number of the boys to girls. So first of all, let's try to handle this. What we need to do is to cross multiply, but before we cross multiply, let's reduce this to a single fraction. We have 100 Y minus X over X equals to 15 over 1. You can now cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you have 100 into Y minus X equals to 15X. Again, you have 100Y minus 100X equals to 15X. So what you're going to have is that for you to have the ratio, because the question says ratio of the number of boys to girls. What the question is asking us to find is that find the ratio X ratio Y. That's the meaning. Find the ratio of the number of boys to number of girls. Find the ratio of the number of boys to girls. So now we have 100Y equals to 15X plus 100X. If you collect like terms, If you collect like terms, that's what you're going to have. Then you now have 100y equals to 115x. So if we divide both sides by 100y, what we're trying to do is to ensure that x is over y and then the other numbers are on the other side. You will be able to achieve that ratio x over y. First one you do, divide through by 100y. Divide through by 100y. So you have 100y. Yeah, 100y over 100y equals to 115x over 100y. And then you have 115x over 100y equals to 1. This one cancels this one. So then you can then separate this fraction on this side to the other side. To eliminate the coefficient of x over y, you can transfer or you divide both sides by the reverse of this coefficient. So you can say multiply both sides by the coefficients. Multiply both sides by the coefficient, the reverse, multiply both sides by 100 over 115. Multiply both sides by 100 over 115. So you're going to have something that looks like this. 115x over 100y times 100 over 115 equals to 100 over 115 times 1. And then 115 cancels, 100 cancels, so we have x over y equals to 100 over 115. Again, the boys will now be 100, boys will be 100, and girls will be 115. That will be the final answer. And then we'll say bye-bye to section 1, and we are done with ratio, rates, and proportion. Ratio, rates, and proportion.